What's going on, guys? This is Kaishra. Welcome back. So we are back with another video. So in this video we're going to cover OCG Metagame Report and deck list reviews from October 17 to October 21. So we are going to cover tournament data gathering from the biggest regions in Asia, from Japan, South Korea, China, and Taiwan. So we are going to cover the post WPP 2024 and also the October format. So without further ado, let's start. Starting off first on our report, we do have WKU TCG tournament from Korea. We do have Snake Eyes. Yeah, Snake Eyes, Smith with Azamina. It played the Mulchami, Purulia, and Foalos into the main deck, and probably a way to get so much draw power and also a leverage going second. And it is also worth noting that it is playing three Magician Souls. You are going to bank on the Magician Souls to improve the consistency of an already battered Snake Eyes. Next, we do have Centurion Finsmith. So it played triple draw, no? So like earlier, it played triple draw. Draw is very much played because it is very impactful against the best decks out there, and also on the tier 2, tier 3 like Blue Eyes for example, Voice, Runic, all of those decks will struggle very bad against the draw. Next would be Runic. Speaking of the devil, we do have Runic. And notable to see the Morganite, time tiering Morganite into the main deck. Probably a way to improve the mid game and potentially draw power of Runic. Even though you have a lot of draw power already, no, 3 duality, 3 demise, double desires, and also the fountain keeps on replenishing cards and drawing cards for you. You're still going to benefit from Morganite because it is very important to get your quick play cards from the mid game. So yeah, I think this is really well-rounded list. Next would be Dragon Maid. Oh my goodness, Dragon Maid with the new Light and Dark and Dragon support now. With Bestials, yeah, I played the Bestial package and Tracer as well. So probably Dragon Maid, Dragon Link pseudo version. You're going to rely on the quick launch and Tracer to create your board, and the Dragon Maid are just there for extra control, and also the Bestial, no, for extenders. Next would be Sky Striker with Gen and Ken and Jin. Went 5-0, not bad, yeah. Really solid. Didn't even play Maxi, no? Just played triple talent, triple trust, triple upstart, and bunch of going first cards. So yeah, this is really interesting. Went 5-0. Ridiculous, yeah. This is really insane. Next would be 1923 CS in Korea. First would be Ryzil, of course. The best deck in this format would be none other than Ryzil. It is not even debatable right now. I think Ryzil is miles ahead against the competition. Next would be Malice. The second, probably the second best deck out there. And it is still really strong, no? A bunch of consistency cards like Gold Sark and Allure. And you have a lot of rooms for hand trap, 3 Ash, double Maxi, and double Shifter, and also the Bestial Trio with Imperm. So yeah, it is quite spacious, no? For such a combo deck. Next would be Ryzil once again. Double Bell, triple Bell, oh my goodness. Could be okay against Malice and other stuff like Runic. Yeah, probably. And also against the Ryzil because you're going to Bell the Duo Drive. And yeah, or rather the field spell or Duo Drive if I'm not mistaken. So I think this is really solid. It played double droplet to compensate for the weak going second of the deck. Next would be Buster Blader Blue Eyes. Oh my goodness, this is spicy. So with the inclusions of Buster Blader, you are able to floodgate the opponent, and you're also going to benefit from the Buster Blader to stun the opponent and also improve your dragon mechanism on the deck, no? So yeah, really solid. Top 4, yeah, top 4 of the tournament. Next would be tournament in Japan. First would be Tenpai Dragon with triple Ultimate Slayer. I believe Ultimate Slayer is really solid on Tenpai right now. It enables you to navigate through various boards. Next would be Ryzil. Yeah, Ryzil with Matmech. Oh my goodness. It is playing the side package into the main deck. And yeah, quite weird, but it worked, no? It definitely worked. And next, we do have Goblin Biker. So Goblin Biker probably a very good anti-meta deck to play right now to answer the Ryzeal matchup. You're going to detach materials from Ryzeal and you're going to have field day all over them, and it is really strong considering that Ryzeal is definitely dominating at this current moment. Next would be Malice. Yeah, pretty standard. Next would be Blue Eyes with Primordial. Yeah, it played the Vanilla Monster Flame well, and yeah, pretty standard. Next would be Rescue Ace. Rescue Ace as a Mina Finsmith. So this is the best way to play Rescue Ace right now, no? With Azamina and Finsmith. And next would be Inco CS in Japan. We do have Malice as the champion of the tournament. Yeah. So played Mourner into the main deck. Good way to have a second copy of Imperm probably and also burn on time. Next would be Malice once again. Triple Veiler didn't opt to play Mourner. And next would be Mementotlan. Probably the third best deck at the moment. Yeah, I do believe this is the third best deck to play at this current state, but the deck feels lucky. Yeah, I believe it has something that it lacks to topple the Malice and Ryzeal, but it's still nonetheless a very solid deck and really explosive, very resilient, and you do have a lot of extenders. And next would be Ryzeal, triple droplet, very mandatory on the main deck of Ryzeal when you want to flourish the going second. But for me, I would rather play Solemn Strike or other stuff or other hand traps rather than Forbidden Droplet. Next would be Rescue Ace. Second Rescue Ace, no? Quite an improvement because last report we only have one Rescue Ace or two only. So now we do have already two Rescue Ace with Azamina. And no Finsmith, yeah, no Finsmith. Next would be Snake Eyes with triple droplet, very solid way to answer the Appaloosa board of most decks like Snake Eyes, for example, no? And Malice. Next would be Mutant Malice 60. Mutant Malice 60, what the freak? What the freak is this? Total abomination. This is something that you cannot comprehend easily. Yeah, this is really spicy. Next would be Mekanko. So this deck was more popularized recently. I do believe it has a huge uptake on numbers for some reason. Some people opt to play the Gen and Ken engine, but some play it pure like this, no? So probably a very pesky deck can go second and just obliterate anyone, anything that is not prepared for you. Next would be Norkantos CS in Japan. First would be another 60 Malice, this time with Matmech and Bestials. Wow. So Malice definitely can be worked on 60. Yeah, probably. Chaos 60. Malice. Next would be Cyber Dragon. Wow, tactical try. Doing it alone. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. And he even played Torrential Tribute. What the insanity is this? Next would be Pendulum Magician, Pen Magi. And only two Dragon Shrine with one Fualos into the main deck, probably just a cross out target. And triple Avian. Oh my goodness. So this is a really solid tech that you could do when you can pendulum summon the Avian and you do have a lot of Omni Negate threats on your board early on and you do have a way to protect your board from Nibiru. This is really solid. And next would be Mementotlan. Once again, triple Nibiru, triple Foalos, triple Purulya into the side deck. Next would be Ryzeal with double Mourner. This is interesting. So Mourner definitely seeing an uptake right now. And some people do believe that the hand trap is really solid in this format. Next would be Ryzeal with 3 Solemn Strike and triple droplet. And 3 talent. Didn't up to play Called by the Grave anymore. So we're not really afraid of Follows or Maxi Or maybe when the opponent throws something like Maxi or other hand traps, you just talent them and draw for two and just pass your turn, no? Probably because you're playing strike and droplet. Next would be another Ryzel with summon limit into the main deck, very solid way to floodgate the opponent. And next would be Labyrinth, 40 card Labyrinth, more trap oriented, didn't up to play Finsmith and just played a bunch of powerful high impact trap cards. Next would be Tatsu Best 8 tournament. First would be Gen and Ken, Buster Blader Albas. What the freak is this? So this is like the second or third Buster Blader already in our report, no? So Buster Blader definitely has something to offer in this format. Next would be Lightsworn Finsmith. So Tier Elements 2.0 basically just function the same manner as Tier Elements. Next would be Malice. Triple Small World, interesting. And next would be Visas, Finsmith. Yeah, pretty standard. Next would be Snake Eyes with Parallel Exceed. And Formute Keeper, if I'm not mistaken. So we're running a bunch of Cybers. So basically, Snake Eyes Cybers. Yeah, interesting. Next would be Super Heavy Samurai, Primordial. So this could be really something else. I don't know if the deck has FTK ways. I believe there's not, but it is still very explosive. Once you cannot draw your Wallace or Maxi against this deck. Next would be Runic. Runic with 3 Synchro Zone and 2 Majesty Fiend and 2 Border. Wow, really stunning. Next would be Dragon Link 60, of course, with Black Metal Engine. And next would be Rika San Avalon, Ragnarayka. Yeah, this is something probably very TCGSK. This is a very Jessica Robinson deck, and I believe this could function, but it is very risky to play against Maxi and Fualos. Next would be TCG Factory in Korea. First would be Far King, our first Far King in our report, no? Yeah, I do believe Far King is kind of struggling right now. And next would be Unchained. Really solid deck. I believe this is tier 4, tier 3 at best right now. And the deck can offer a very solid going first and manageable going second. You do have a lot of pop effects, link off effects from the Unchained monsters, and destroy, and everything that could break ports going second. And next would be, what is this? Earth Pile, yeah? Earth Good Stuff. 60 Adaman. And next would be another Unchained, this time with Fiendish Rhino Warrior. And next would be Horus. Horus Snake Eyes Naturia, Fire King. 60 good stuff basically. And yeah, this is insanity. Bunch of 60 card decks already. No, we do have seen Malice, Bestial, Chaos. We do have seen Malice Mutant. And once again, we are seeing this Abomination. When 5-0, ridiculous. This is crazy. And next would be Sky Striker, Azamina. Yeah, standard. Pretty standard. And next would be Tetsu Share Tournament. We do have what the Eldritch Ryzil. So basically, this is like Ancient Warrior Eldritch 2.0. You just basically use the uh, X Ryzil and Toad, and you're going to make rank 4. It played rank 4 targets like Dead Nader. Of course, you're going to end on Dead Nader. But another way to do this would be Bagus Kapas. But yeah, I think it is really solid. It is worth pondering at. And I do believe this deck is functional. Even though it is unexplored, I think this deck can do something. And next would be Melodious Pendulum Magician. And yeah, I played bunch of hand traps, no? Even though it is very combo-ish. And next would be Blue Eyes once again with Triple Dominus Purge. And next would be Ryzil. Yeah, standard. Next would be, what is this? This is like Ryzil stall because it is playing Crook, and It is also playing the Dogwood and Mourner, so you have a lot of ways to manipulate the life points. Yeah, and also the threatening roar and synchro zone, no? This is insane. Basically, yeah, it is Ryzel stall. Oh my goodness. He definitely cooked on this deck. Next would be Texas Share Tournament. Now first would be Ryzel, triple Nibiru. Quite respectable, no? Next would be Infernoid 60. No hand traps, no whatsoever, no nonsense in the deck. Pure gas. Next would be, yeah, Ryzel, double desires. Next would be Drytron. Not bad. I believe this deck is okay right now, even though it is not tier 4 like they used to before. It is still okay. And next would be Salaman Great. Our first Salaman Great. This deck was really power crept by so many bunch of new decks in the format. I feel really terrible for the deck, but it happens. It happens on every deck, basically. And next would be Sky Striker with, yeah, without Azamina. So we played bunch of hand traps, three Veiler, three Imperm, double Ogre, and one Droll. And next, we do have Malice once again. Yeah, I played one Mourner into the main deck and double Ghost Ogre. And next would be Fuku Fuko CS in Japan. We do have Ryzel. Oh, this Ryzel is something different. You just played a bunch of Breakers and Solems. No Ghost Ogre or Nibiru or something like Veiler, no? So you're going to rely on the chances of drawing the Solemn Judgment and Solemn Strike going first. And you are more versatile going second with the Droplet and Evenly Match and Talent. Next would be Mementotlan, 3 Droplet, double Talent. And next would be Malice once again with Skill Drain. And Herald of the Abyss in the main deck. This is something else. Yeah. The last time I saw this card was the Kashtira purely format. But now it is not even played. But this could be interesting against the XYZ decks, probably. And next would be Blue Eyes. Play the Gamma package, no? Next would be Yubel. Our first Yubel. How the mighty have fallen. Like 5 months ago, Yubel used to be the best deck. And now they are falling off the ranks. Yeah. Even though for me it is still respectable, I do believe Yubel is still capable of topping tournaments. But it is not the way it used to be. Yeah. That's the cold hard truth for this deck. Next would be Voices Voice. And probably our first Voices Voice in our report. Yeah, this deck was really dicey. Some weeks they look very solid, but on some weeks they look terrible. Even worse than something like Unchained, no? Like we have seen more Unchained and Fiend links over than Voices Voice in our report so far. And next would be Voices Voice. So they're trying, the algorithm is trying to prove me wrong. So we do have second Voices Voice here. This time we play triple Dominus Purge and the Delta in Gamma package. Next would be Mementotlan. So play the Chorizo and Crush Ship. And next would be Tachyon, yeah. Tachyon 40, short and concise. Very neat looking deck list here. Next would be Branded 60 with Azamina, of course. And next would be Ryzil, standard. Nothing to say too much about this. Next would be Malice with uh, Ultimate Slayer. I believe this is the same list as earlier. Next would be Yubel, second Yubel in our report. And it played Triple Droll and Artifact Sight into the main deck with the Dagda package. Next would be Duelist King Cup tournament. First would be Ryzil and yeah, triple Nibiru. And next would be, oh yeah, this is the same as earlier. It's just reposted from a different page. And next would be Ryzil once again. And played Triple Veiler, and of course the Donner. This is probably better option over than the Little Knight because it clears your board and it can steal out many cards. And next would be Purely. Oh my goodness. The very cute looking cats are still pretty viable. Yeah, this is still okay to play. Next would be 10 by Dragon. So 10 by Dragon numbers are diminished. Unlike the previous report, there's like a bunch of 10 by Dragon, but right now they are more modulated, more lesser, more few. And next would be Blue Eyes. Probably Blue Eyes numbers are more higher than 10 by Dragon in our report this week, no? And next would be Toy Box. Toy Box White Woods with Centurion. Yeah, this is probably a really solid way to play Centurion right now. Next would be Branded 60 once again. Played Pankrataps into the side deck. Double copies. And next would be Voices Voice. Third Voices Voice in our report. Played one Fualos, one Purulia. That is very odd considering that you are going to play the other copies into the side deck. Next would be Sky Striker. Yeah, Sky Striker still solid. I believe this is like tier 3, high tier 3 right now. And to be honest, I don't know why. I think it is very power creep in a sense that other decks are much more faster, much more seamless, and there's a reason why Sky Striker is topping right now, maybe due to Azamina, or probably due to the spacious amount of non-engines that you could play on Sky Striker. Or maybe the format is much more slower, you can play more technical, more slower, more controlled, and yeah, that's where Sky Striker shines in retrospect. And next would be Tatsu Share Tournament. We do have Ancient Gear, so Tenpai 2.0. This is really solid going second. And next would be Malice once again, double talent, and yeah, played one sign at mining. And next would be Chimera, our first Chimera, no? Wow, our first Chimera. Interesting. And next would be Ryzil, and yeah, standard. Next would be Tetsushire Tournament. What the freak is this? I forgot the name of this deck. Yeah, Ashen, yeah, I think that's the name of this TCG archetype, or Tistina. I'm not really sure. What the freak is this? What the freak? What in TCG world is this? And next would be Evil Twin, Finsmith. Yeah, pretty standard. Tactical try deck once again, no? We do have seen Cyber Dragon earlier. So we do have another live twin. And next we do have Unchained, fourth Unchained in our report, not bad. So Unchained definitely topping quite often this week. Next would be Tenpai Dragon, our third Tenpai Dragon, no? Very few. The Unchained even outnumbers them. Yeah, this is really crazy for Tenpai Dragon standards. Next would be Drytron, second Drytron in our report, no? Played Skill Drain and Red Reboot into the side deck. Next would be Tenpai Dragon, fourth, fifth Tenpai Dragon whatsoever. More board breaker approach with Ultimate Slayer and Double Lightning Storm. And next would be Malice. Yeah, standard, nothing to say too much about this. And next would be Tetsushire Tournament. We do have Mechanico. I believe this is the same top 4 as earlier. Oh, different, yeah. With Voices Voice, Topping, and Mementotlan, 43 card variant. And next would be Tetsushire Tournament once again. Ryzil, yeah, this is the same as earlier with the 60 variant. And yeah, I believe we do have covered these decks earlier. And next would be Melodious. 40 card, quite concise, no? You do have a lot of rooms for hand trap, even though the deck is quite slow compared to other decks. It's still very, what do you call this? Sturdy, or really hard to break the board of Melodious and very pesky to navigate. And yeah, that sums up our OCG Metagame report and deck reviews for the past week. from October 17 to October 21. So if you found this video informative and helpful, please consider subscribing into my YouTube channel. It definitely motivates me a lot to keep providing this content for you guys. So once again, thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.